All right, and we're back with Math Journal 1-8. We're still on page 15. We're on number 1. It says solve. Include sketches to show your thinking. Max keeps his baseballs in a rectangular box. The box fits 4 rows of baseballs with 5 balls in each row. How many baseballs can Max fit into his box? Okay, we're going to draw another picture. Let's see. Well, it says he keeps it in a rectangular box. So I'm going to draw one big rectangular box because it says one box. The box fits 4 rows of baseball. Well, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's my rows going to go this way, row 1, row 2, row 3, and then row 4. How many do I need in each row? So I have 4 rows already, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, with 5 baseballs in each row. So now I'm going to draw out 5 this way, but we have to remember that this first ball counts as number 1. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in row 1. Now I need 5 in row 2 and in 3 and in 4. So remember, this one is our first one. We always have to remember that when we make our rows, this first one counts as how many in each row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm lining them up really neatly so I know I can just keep putting the same ones underneath because they all have 5 in there. So they all should line up. Once I match these, we'll count them to make sure. But here are my baseballs all in a neat row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. And my last row, number 4, also has 5 baseballs in each row. I counted the first one as part of our baseballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Now this 4 by 5 box we have here is called an array. If you remember that term from 2nd grade, this is called an array. We have 4 rows with 5 in each row. It makes a perfect rectangle. It's called an array when we make our circles like this in a little grid form. Okay, now we have to come up with a number model. Well, how many times am I counting by 5s? I have 1 5, 2 5, 3 5, and 4 5. 4 rows of 5. So I can go 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Do I need to draw any more? Well, how many 5s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 5. Okay, so how many baseballs do I have total? We know how to skip count by 5s. Count with me. 3rd graders, 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 baseballs in all. Awesome. Make sure we put it over here. 20 baseballs. They have our label for us. Okay, we have our addition number model, right? We're adding 5 4 times. I want you to go ahead and try and figure out how we would write this as a multiplication. Number model. So a model using numbers, how we figured out this story problem, right? In this story, we have a problem that we need to solve. This is called a story problem. What times what equals, and we know it's going to equal 20, right? We know that multiplying is going to be the same answer as adding. Well, how many times? I'm counting by 5s. So I know there's 5 of something. But what are we multiplying? How many times did we count by 5? We counted by 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it's 4 times 5. We counted 5 4 times. Or we had 4 rows or equal groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Awesome. 5 and 4. 4 times 5 also equals 20. You guys are multiplying. We are doing it. This is awesome. I want you to try this last one by yourself. It says Ben has 3 folders. There are 4 papers in each folder. How many papers does Ben have in all? Well, if there's 3 folders, you could start off by drawing 3 folders. And then it says we have 4 papers in each. So this one has 4 papers, and this one has 4 papers, and this one has 4 papers. Go ahead and draw 4 of something in here to represent our papers, and then try using a number model. How did you add these up? I want an addition number model, and I want a multiplication number model. So give me both of those. Okay, multiplication equals, and then also give me an addition problem. When you are finished with that, go on to our next page, journal page 16, because we're not done yet. Okay, we're on the next page, page 16, only if you've finished page 15. Okay, it says choose a number sentence from the bank. Tell a number story to match your number sentences. So this is what we were solving before. There's a number problem, a number to be solved while telling a story. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to choose this number sentence right here. It says my number sentence. So I circled it, but I'm going to rewrite it right here. 5 times 2 equals 8. And I'm just going to demonstrate how to do this. You choose whatever number sentence you want, and your story needs to be different than what my story is. I'm just going to help you start one and see how we write this. It says write a number story to match your number sentence. Draw a picture of your story. Well, first I want to write my story and then I'll draw a picture. So I have 4 groups of 2 and it equals 8. 4 groups of 2. What can I say for my groups? Maybe I say there are 4 shelves in John's room. In John's room, period. On each shelf, he has 2 books. Okay, so I have 4 times 2. Write a number story to match your sentence. Draw a picture of your story. So I'm not going to answer, but I'm going to say, how many books does John have in all? Question mark. So you're going to write yours out. I just had to type mine, but let's see if this answers my question. I'm going to check with my picture if this makes sense with my number sentence. Well, here's a bookshelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because it said there are 4 shelves in John's room. On each shelf, he has 2 books. Here's 1 book, and here's 2 books. And then I have 2 on this shelf. And I have 2 on this shelf. And the 4th shelf, I also have 2. So if I have 2 books here, 2 books here, 2 books here, and 2 books here. Well, it says, how many books does John have? Oh, and it's in all, so I know I'm adding it. How many times am I adding 2? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That makes sense because there's 4 bookshelves, so I add 2 4 times because there's 2 on each shelf. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals, well, 3rd graders, we know how to count by 2, so let's see if my number story made sense and followed our number sentence. We should get 8 for our answer. Count by 2s with me, starting at 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ding, 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 ding. Our answer matches up with our number sentence. 4 times 2 equals 8. We had 4 shelves, right? That's how I grouped these books. I made them into shelves. That was my groups of 2 because I had 2 on each. How would I write this as a multiplication problem? Well, I know it's going to equal 8, but how do I get that multiplication? Well, I know we're counting by twos, right? All of these are twos, but how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times we're counting by 2. 4 times 2 equals 8. And 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 8. These are the same answers, just a different way to write it. Because I'm counting 2 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, or I'm just saying I times 2 4 times. I count 2 4 times. That's what we're saying. But do you see how I didn't have my answer in here? I said there are 4 shelves in John's room. The shelves are my equal group. On each shelf, he has 2 books. So we were counting by twos, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then I asked, how many books does he have in all? And I solved it with my picture, and I wrote my number sentences in addition and in multiplication. So you come up with your own story right now. When we're talking about groups, when we're talking about these first numbers, you could use bags, you could use packages, you could use, what else could we use as groups? You could say baskets, baskets of apples. What else could you do? Be creative. Write your own. Okay, remember, rewrite your number sentence. Write your own story problem. It's a problem within a story. So you have to tell a story. Could you use your own name? You could. Could you make up someone's name? Of course. Go ahead, do what you want. Then draw out your pictures to show how you separated these equal groups. When you are finished with this, head on to page 17, finish the math boxes, and upload all of your pictures from today's journals. Okay, keep on being awesome.